What did this farmer living in the US state of Michigan get from the land that blew the senses of scientists around the world? This farmer was plowing his soybean fields when his eyes suddenly fell on a strange thing. This time, we will not talk about the treasures of millions of dollars, but about such things found accidentally from inside the ground, to which science does not yet have any answer. So let's start. This landlord living in number 1 Argentina could not even think that something like this could come out of his land. This landlord was walking around his land when suddenly his eyes fell on a strange round thing which looked like a dinosaur egg. But the truth was even more interesting. When the farmer saw this unique thing, he could not stay and he started digging the ground. This unique thing was sunk in 3 feet of ground, which was extracted with a lot of effort. When this thing reached the researchers, it was found that it was not a dinosaur egg, but a part of the body of a 1,000-year-old animal, which is called shell, and this part animals used for their defense. Surprisingly, even after so many years, there was no significant change in its strength. This is the animal that was found on this earth 1,000 years ago and was called Galptodon. When this shell was weighed, it was found that it weighs 1,100 kilograms. That is, the animal whose only shell weighs 1,100 kilograms. How much weight that whole animal will be, you can guess for yourself. Number 2. In 1970, some miners, as per Mamul, were working in a Siberian mine about 70 meters deep when they unexpectedly discovered a marble coffin deeply embedded in the ground. They began trying to extract it, although with its unexpected weight, it took longer than anticipated. Once they managed to heave it out, the mystery of its contents was to be revealed. The miners, already astounded by the mere existence of the coffin, could only guess what was inside. Upon opening it, they were further shocked to discover the body of a young, beautiful girl who looked as though she had only just passed away. The body was preserved in unusually pink water filling the coffin. The sight was too overwhelming. They removed the girl's body, which started decomposing as soon as they did. The authorities were informed and the coffin was immediately flown to a scientific lab where the mysterious pink liquid that preserved the body was to be analyzed. Scientists believed that the original formula of this water has changed over many years, which has changed and cannot be reversed. But one thing is certain, that during the time this body existed, people were far more intelligent than they are today. Number 3. An American farmer from the state of Michigan named James Bristol, when he was digging his fields for planting, saw something strange several meters underground and stopped the digging. To uncover the truth of the thing, the ground had to be dug deeper, for which machinery was employed and digging resumed. As the digging progressed, the thing began to surface. It turned out to be the skull of a very large creature. James could not remain silent and informed Michigan authorities. When the skull was sent to a laboratory, it was found to be from a species that existed on the earth 15,000 years ago, known as the woolly mammoth. Visually, this creature looked like an elephant, but it was considered very dangerous. It is believed that thousands of years ago, people used to remove the teeth of this animal and use it as a weapon. The animals lived in cold and snowy areas, but the passage of time was due to global warming. Because of this, their race ended from this earth. Number 4. Unsolved. Over time, archaeologists find many unique things buried in the ground. But the shocking incident happened in 2012 when in the mountainous areas of Africa, a human structure was found whose height is many times more than the height of ordinary humans. And his head was also several feet long and wide. Science believes that thousands of years ago, humans used to be tall, but with the passage of time, the stature of humans gradually became smaller. Number 5. Chile. During the repair of the coastal highway of K, there was a point when the highway repair work had to be stopped. This work was going on in Chile's Atacama Desert, where 5, not 10, no 10 on top of a cliff at a height of 120 feet. In fact, 75 structures were found, And that too, the workers of Wales do not understand this. It was coming to an altitude of 120 feet in the middle of the desert from where the sea. It was also quite far away. What are 75 big whale skeletons doing there at the same time? Finally, when the matter reached the archaeologist, the investigation started, in which it was found the Welsh structures are 2 million to 7 million years old, and researchers believe that so many years ago, this place would have been the Sahil of the sea. Because whenever Wales is sick, she has a tendency to come to Sahil. But how could so much whales have died in one place? It is difficult to say anything about it.